Are we at Cherry Mom now?
Cherry Poppins?
Cherry Poppins?
I think so.
Cherry
I
Poppins?
think so. Where'd she go? There she is. I don't know if you all know this, but there is a woman named Cherry Poppins. She's very eccentric, very sexual and usually uncomfortable way.
I love her. She raped you once?
She, yeah, apparently raped Joe once. Not that rape's funny or anything. She lives in the bathroom back there, and she keeps trying to read us her erotic memoirs. Yeah, and I swear I didn't write this. This is real. So I'm gonna go over here, and we're just gonna see. Like, thank you for coming. And well, you live here, so.
See you.
Okay, I see. Okay. Well, I have to take a microphone and all.
I like how I'm trying to get through the slide.
Hello.
Hello, Cherry.
If this gets boring, just show me something.
Don't do that. We can't do that in public access.
You wouldn't be able to see it anyway.
I always wanted to know what it was like to be with a woman. You see, I was a pretty horny little girl growing up in Canada. But it was really two visuals that got me going. The first one came to me one night when I stayed up late to watch a movie. I was surprised to find myself looking at two people laying on top of one another in the grass, doing something I had never seen before, and which made me feel slightly tingly down there. They were...
Yeah, down where? Can you be more descriptive?
And your toes?
They were fully clothed, but she had her legs spread wide, and he was rocking against her under the leafy shade of a tree. She looked happy, and he looked sweaty. And later in college, I discovered that this was called dry humping. I relied on that visual quite a bit while rocking myself to sleep on my bed. You see, I had this teddy bear. He didn't have a name, but he had a nose that got rubbed quite raw.
Oh no.
Oh God.
I would think about those two lovers under the tree, and I would pretend I was the guy and my bear was the girl, because that image, along with the next, would bring me to the brink. In the second fantasy, I pictured myself tiptoeing along the fence line of a pig pen, and then falling in, and having the pigs devour my min.
That's not a word.
Min is not a word.
It's not a fucking word.
She is convinced that min is some Canadian bullshit for vagina. It is not. I've done extensive research. Not like that.
Article, there's min. Okay, and Mitchell, by the way, the root word of Mitchell is minge.
It's minge, by the way.
And hinge is definitely.
Minge.
Wait.
No, it's just minge.
Jonathan Minge.
That makes a lot of sense.
That explains so much.
Right, Jim? Jim, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So I would take my time looking down at the muddy pigs, slobbering and licking the air, and then ever so slowly I would fall as stiff pig snouts nuzzled between my legs, soiling my white pantaloons that were soon ripped to shreds by demanding and dirty teeth. Together...
Oh God.
It's okay, you can just,
Hold on.
say your prayers
I
right
feel
now.
very uncomfortable right now.
This is the most comfortable I've been all night.
Together, these visuals were all I needed to ride that nose of pleasure. So by the time college came, I was itching to go, and that's when Hell-Raising Helen showed. She was a tomboy, spiky, dykey hair, and a know-it-all social activist attitude. I wanted to be her. She had a strong nose.
Are you talking about Jordan?
She had a Greek nose, as self-assured as a pig's snout and yet soft, like the inner lips of a min, emerging like a pink tongue from a clam.
From a clam, really? Jesus.
She had black hair and dark brown eyes that pummeled right through me and made me feel naked. She was humble yet hungry to be in charge, and that turned me on. You can say Uncle, Mercy, I'll stop.
Do you fuck more pigs? Okay, fuck you.
That's the sequel. Okay.
Yeah, that's part 2.
One night, after everyone had gone to bed, she and I stayed up late to talk. She was massaging my neck. You know, the usual sign that two people are about to engage in wantonness, when I turned and looked up at her to say, "Can I kiss you?" Her lips answered, and for the first time, kissing became for me an end in itself. Sometimes she would suck on my lips, and I would lean back and let her intensely tug at my mouth, like a baby suckling a nipple.
Too far.
No such thing as too far.
We just need advice from a 6-year-old.
We stayed up all night until the snowy darkness lured us outside, where we ran all the way to the frat boy dorm to see the whole campus. We listened to see if anyone was up, and when it was clear, I opened up the heavy metal door and coaxed her in. She was a bit scared, but I told her, "It's okay. They're asleep, and we're not doing anything anyway. Come on." And she held my gaze for a moment and then raced upstairs. It was taking too long, though, so halfway up, she pushed me against the wall and lifted my sweater. I liked being pinned up against her, like the girl under the tree. And I closed my eyes and felt my nipple being pinched in her mouth. I was lazily grazing my fingers through her hair when she stopped. I heard something, too. There were boys talking as the door slammed shut. I pulled my sweater down and we started running. I heard them say, "I saw those dykes run up here. Come on, let's go get us some pussy." Our tumultuous affair lasted just a few weeks. It was fun, but eventually I realized I wasn't quite cut out to be a lesbian. One night after my head was especially cloudy with herb, I pictured a guy from our hippie commune laying awake in bed, waiting, naked for me with his black hairy chest, and a blanket lifted up so I could crawl up next to him to stay warm and close. The mirage of his hairy chest kept me going until eventually she and I drifted apart. The crazy thing was that I never even had an orgasm with her. I didn't know how to. Well, I knew how to give her one, but I never could relax enough to describe what I needed. I guess I expected her to read my mind. "Lighter, lighter. Can't she tell that's what I want? I'm pulling her head back. Isn't that a sign?" Sometimes she could get me close. I knew I was almost there when my little pinky finger would lock and point straight up in the air, and my inner thighs felt like they were made of icicles. The last day I saw her, she decided not to live with me for the summer. When the pang hit my chest that she was leaving, it wasn't the reality that we were breaking up that hurt. It was knowing that I would never drink from her magical purse again.
Oh no! Magical purse, really?
I was addicted. She tasted like home.
Rome? Like the city of Rome? And the Colosseum?
Rome tasted pretty good too.
I'm sorry, get tasted your puss or whatever. Drink it up.
Like the only way I could ever know the essence of her or anyone was through the juices that flowed clear and straight from her soul into mine. When you get to know someone that well, it's their taste that you miss the most. Like a drug, I can still taste her now.
That's some fuck ass shit.
Yeah!
Wow. You're just gonna. Okay. You're leaving now? Okay.
Thank you, Jerry Poppins.
You can,
I love you, Cherry Poppins. You're the only good thing about this show. And Specter Squad. You guys are
Specter Squad, come on.
wow. Thank you. Yeah. So apparently the two good things about our show so far are Specter Squad and talking about pussy soul juices.
I think we
How
should
was that
start
great?
earlier. I think things would go way better.
So just next time, all Specter Squad and pussy juice. Everybody cool with that? Yeah.
Pussy juice.
Say pussy juice.
Yeah, that's a new hashtag.
Come on, be a team player.
That's a new one.
Yeah, it's probably not.
Yeah, probably should do that. Okay,
What are you guys doing? This is awful.